having the conviction to buy and continue to buy. And like we've said this for a long time, because I'm gonna get back to the whole thing with demographics right here, but it's like the whole thing we're talking about is like, be like when you don't have as much money, right? Like when you have a lot of money, right? If you like, if you start off with $1 million at the all-time lows, you guys, $1 million. Let's say you have $1 million cash. How the fuck do you not, like, by the end of the cycle not have at least 6 million in profit? I mean, it's like almost like statistically impossible unless you literally YOLO'd it into the most stupidest things. If you take like a really like, all right, let me buy mostly Bitcoin, Ethereum with this capital, and then I'll rotate some of my Bitcoin, Ethereum into a couple L1s, and then just off of Bitcoin and Ethereum's performance and a couple L1s, this is the whole math of it. You can make quite a lot of money. But even if you're a little bit late, like you're coming in today, you still could make like that's what I'm talking about. Like the big guy, like making a couple million on $1 million. I mean, like when you have less money, you're trying to make more multiples. So you're a little bit more risky, and you're watching it closely. But we have guys that we've talked to and stuff who come into crypto with millions of dollars. They're looking for like a 3x. They're trying to turn 3.5 million into like 10 or 11 million, and then that's enough for them.
Yeah,
and that's a lot.
That's like a Michael Saylor type move, right? Because
right.
You can stick with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. The top three at the moment, and yeah, you'll get that. You'll be fine.
Right. So, but when you don't have as much money, because I was definitely there. I was definitely there, man. I was only like $20 at a time, $100 at a time. And this is something that we teach our guys in every course, right? And we teach us in the Citadel as well, man. Get in or be poor. Let us save you from poverty. But it's most of the thing of like, you DCA based off how you're paid, right? I had a small business. I had employees and stuff like that. So I would always get like checks, or like I had a landscape and irrigation business. So I would just have my guys finish a property. They would pay me that same day. So I'd always have cash coming in. So I'd be able, as long as I had to make sure, I had money to pay all the guys and all the labor and stuff and everything like that, and the gasoline and everything, but then leftover. So I was able to DCA on a daily basis versus sometimes I wish I could have DCA'd a little bit more concentrated, but that's how I got my money. Versus more people get paid every 2 weeks or on a monthly basis, which is more normal. So then it's this whole thing where like you have to look. It's sort of like The Richest Man in Babylon. It's a book we always recommend. I would say it's not like it's just a really nice story. Like some of the information is a little outdated, but the overall principles are really good. Which is basically if you always pay yourself first, which is basically what that means is you take some money for future you, future Charlie, future Alan, right? Future Polo right here, right? Is you take 10%. I'd probably say more than that. Come on. But like, you take 10% or whatever's feasible for the time, invest it into assets, because that's the thing that we're trying to teach guys is we're trying to get you guys into the capital class. It doesn't matter if you're a business owner, an employee, a specialist, this is like the cash quadrant. If you are able to, anybody can, like, not everyone can run a business. Not everyone is like, can be a doctor or a lawyer to become a specialist. I mean, most people can be employees, right? But everyone can become an investor. And if you're able to like take advantage of this very specific time and place that we're in right now when it comes to crypto, because we're in a burgeoning ecosystem where this is a $2 trillion industry that was even years ago, right, was like 600 billion, and before that only 100 billion, and before that was like 15 million, a billion. I mean, the evolution of this industry is insane. I mean, it started with like a $15 million top. I think then it went to like $100 million, then it went to a billion, 15 billion, and then it went to 100 billion, then it went 600 billion, and we've currently hit we're like 2.2 trillion, and we're heading on the way to like a few trillion, right. Yeah. We're heading to a few $1 trillion, so this is why, like, all money is going to be digitized. Nations are having hyperinflation right now. They're trying to control their currencies. Everything is digitized already. I mean, most of your money is not even like 80% plus 90% of all money is on your Zelle app or on your PayPal or on whatever mobile app you have and stuff like that. Most people, you're paying for Uber on your card and stuff. You're not paying cash for Uber. You're using credit card for everything. Most money is already digital. It's just the conversion over. I don't want a digital. I don't want us to have like a central bank digital currency, but we are either going to land on that or a step removed from that. And that's going to involve technology, and that's cryptocurrency. So the money is actually entering the technology age, and we're in that age right now. And there's this thing me and Charlie always teach guys in the courses, is like, especially when guys are like, well, I'm a young guy, I need to learn about money. How do I get more money? How do I get more income? We always recommend people getting a sales job, because the closer you are to the money, the more money you make. How do you get closer to the money? What's close? Like, the only thing that's closer to the money than a sales job is next to a money printer, and that's crypto.
Yeah.